Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, audible.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening, sir.
evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening,
evening.
sir.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Yes,
evening.
what did we do yesterday? Yes, what did we do yesterday?
Parameters for assessment.
Parameters for assessment.
Parameters for assessment. Very good. So today, did we start reading?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's start reading today, okay?
Okay, sir.
So this is the official IELTS book 12. All right, everyone? And this is where we begin. So this is actually researched by Cambridge University, and now it has been taken over by IDP Australia. So now let's just see what reading entails, okay? So can anybody read the portion that is marked for reading? Yes, who will read for us? Yeah, Snehal Kukreja, Humera. Yes, Humera.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Uh,
go ahead, read this portion. Okay.
okay. Uh, this test consists of three sections with 40 questions. There are three texts which are taken from journals, books, magazines, and newspapers. The texts are on topics of general interest. At least one text contains detailed logical argument. A variety of question types is used, including multiple choice, identifying information, true or false, not given, identifying the writer's views and claims, yes, no, question, or not given, matching information, matching headings, matching features, matching sentence endings, sentence completion, summary completion, note completion, table completion, flowchart completion, diagram label completion, and short answer questions.
Very good. So as you can see that there are three sections and there are 40 questions. Why is reading the most difficult test? Let's find out. I gave you some ideas. 1 hour means 60 minutes. Is that right? In 60 minutes above, if you are an above average student, you will be able to solve one question in 1 minute. You have to solve 40 questions. 40 questions, 40 minutes. 60 minutes total time allotted, minus 40 minutes for answering the question. How many minutes left? 20 minutes. But then you don't get extra time like in listening to transfer your answer to answer sheet. How much time does it take to transfer your answer to answer sheet? Well, for good students, around 5 to 6 minutes. Students who are average, probably 7 to 10 minutes. If you practice, you can transfer your 40 question answers to 40 questions in 7 minutes. You still have 3 minutes extra. What do? You go through the questions, right? Or you can utilize this 3 minutes for your reading. So you had 20 minutes left, 20 minus 7 minutes. How many minutes do you have? 13. In 13 minutes, you have to read 3 passages. What is the length of each passage? Well, approximately 7 to 9 paragraphs. On an average, 8 paragraphs. Let's suppose that all the passages are of equal difficulty, which is again wrong assumption, because first passage is easy, second is a bit tough, third passage is always the most tough passage. So you have 13 minutes to read 3 passages. That means 3 passages into 8 paragraphs per passage, that comes to 24 paragraphs. You have 13 minutes to read 24 paragraphs. How much time do you have for one paragraph? 30 seconds. Now have you understood why it's tricky? Why reading is so tricky? Why people do not fare well in reading skills unless they have very good speed, right? That is speed reading. All right. So what are the type of questions asked? Multiple choice, identifying information, true, false, not given. True, false, not given. This is related to material facts of the case. Whereas yes, no, not given is related with view of the author. Have you understood? So which one is tricky? True, false, not given, or yes, no, not given?
Yes, no,
Yes.
not given.
Yes,
Yes, not
Yes,
no.
given.
no, not given. It is always tricky to understand the thought process of an author, right? All right, so then we have matching information, matching headings, matching features, matching sentence endings, sentence completion, summary completion, note completion, table completion, flowchart completion, diagram label completion, and short answer questions. Now, there are some rules which we need to go through. These rules are applicable both for listening and reading, and only listening and reading. Did you get it? So let's go through the rules. Marking the practice test, listening and reading. So questions which require letter or Roman numerals answers. For questions where the answers are letters or Roman numerals, you should write only the number of answers required. For example, if the answer is a single letter or numeral, you should write only one answer. If you have written more letters or numerals than are required, the answer must be marked wrong. What does that mean? Many a times we appear for the university exam, and especially in pandemic, what students did is they wrote 1 and 2, where there were only one choice to be written. Or they wrote 1 and then God's name. Or they wrote 1 and then dot. Or they wrote 1 with a star. And we gave them marks. Why? It was pandemic. But in IELTS exam, they are ruthless. They are to the point. So if you even put a dot after your answer, it may be disregarded. Means the answer, not the dot. Means your answer will not be taken into account. So one cannot put any signs over there. Did you get it? You cannot, you need to only put the answer. That's it. Nothing extra. Have you understood, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you have to be very particular. All right. And if the answer is small Roman numeral 3, how will you write it? Small I. Is that it? If you write capital I, it's wrong. If it is small a, you have to write small a. If it is capital B, you have to write capital B. So the option has to be written as it is. Is that clear, everyone? Without any decoration whatsoever. Is that clear? Like, don't put a bracket, don't put star, don't put a dot. Just only write the answer. That's it. Next, questions which require answers in the form of words or numbers. Answers may be written in upper or lower case. What does that mean? That you can, as per your wish, write uppercase and suddenly you think, no, now I'll write lowercase. Can you do that?
No.
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 You have to either stick to uppercase or lowercase, right? Now, suppose you have chosen the option of writing lowercase. What will happen? If the answer is, let's say, bridge, how will you write it? In capital or small letters?
Small letter. Small
Small
letters.
letters. Why? It's a common noun. Bridge is a common noun. So if you write in lower letters, then you have to write it in lower letters. But suppose there is a road in London called as Bridge Road. Now how will you write?
B and R will be capitals.
B and R will be capital. Exactly. B capital RIDGE, R capital OAD. And it will be correct. But do you know all the proper nouns in the world?
No.
No. If I wanted to teach you proper nouns, it will take me at least 4 lectures. That's how vast it is. Rules of proper noun and common noun. So, for Asian students, the authorities of IELTS have allowed us to write everything in uppercase. Why? Then we do not have to bother about common noun or proper noun because it really doesn't matter. That does not determine whether you are good in communication. Did you get it? So you must write down at this moment that all the answers for listening and reading will be in capital letters. Please write it. All the answers in listening and reading will be in lowercase or uppercase?
Uppercase.
Uppercase.
Uppercase. Write it in red. And if you write in exam, the exam which I will take after 15 days, if you write it in lowercase, what will you get? 0. We will not evaluate it. Why? Because if you write in mixed cases, that it is in lower case, definitely you'll get less marks because you will have to spend extra time in trying to understand whether this is a proper noun or common noun. Have you understood? For example, if you write the Factory Act, how will you write it? T capital, H E small, F capital, and A capital. Rest small. Did you get it? So, best way is to write the whole thing in capital and get away with, less time. There is constraints of time will be less obvious. So, what have we decided? we have jointly decided that all answers for listening and reading are to be written in capital, uppercase. Have you noted this, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In exam, not only in mock test, but in final exam also. Next point, words and brackets are optional. They are correct, but not necessary. For example, if we hear the word mountain, if we write mountain, it's correct. But if we hear the word mountain and later on we write mountains, because this can happen. There is some disturbance, you can, miss a word. But if the examiner thinks that both should be correct, then he will write in the answer key mountain in bracket S. That means mountain or mountains. Both answers are correct. But always make sure that you write exactly what you hear. Don't expect the examiner to give you, extra benefits. Don't expect it. If you hear mountain, write mountain. If you hear mountains, write mountains. Indian students always make error in singular plural and present tense past tense. Why? We are unable to hear that sound. Mountain, mountains. Do you hear that sound? Book,
Yes.
booked. Can you hear that sound? Did you get it? You
Yes, sir.
must be careful whether it's present tense or past tense. Book, booked. Mountain, mountains. Did you get it? They may not pronounce it in, exactly the way it should be. But you have to pay attention to the context in which it is said, and you can figure it out whether it's singular or plural or present tense or past tense. Be very careful. Got it? Next, alternative answers are separated by a slash. Why should there be alternate answers? Well, in some cases, the author or the examiner feels that there could be two answers. For example, if the word is goals, we can write the word objectives, provided it, aims in that direction. So, what will be written in the answer key? Goals oblique objectives. That means if you write goal, it's correct. If you write objectives, it is correct. Have you understood? Study oblique work. So the context points at that either study or work, it is applicable for both. Have you understood? But it is always better to write exactly what they say and not to guess the context. Have you understood? So the second and third point are regarding the answer key and how to use that. Fourth point, if you are asked to write an answer using a certain number of words and oblique or a number or numbers, you will be penalized if you exceed this. So what if they say and oblique or, right? Words, two words and oblique or a number. Yes? Two words and oblique or a number. Suppose the answer is 4th of July. So what will be the answer? Two words and oblique or a number. Can I write 4th of July? What if the format is one word and or a number? What will you write when the answer is 4th of July? What will you write if the formatting given is one word and or a number? Anyone? You must write 4th July. Why?
Number 4.
Either you can write one word, or you can write one number, or you can write both. One word and oblique or a number. That means maximum how many things you can write? One word plus one number. But the answer is 4th of July. So how will you format it? You will cut out the of and you will write 4th July. If it was two word and or number, then you could have written 4th of July. Have you understood? This is very important. One
can
word
we
and oblique or number. What does that mean? It means either one word or one number or both. One word and oblique or number. And if the answer is 4th of July, what will the format do? Cut out the of and the answer will be 4th July.
sir, can we write July 4?
Yes, you can write July 4 also. Anyone? Did you get it? Next,
Yes, sir.
if you are asked to write an answer using certain number of words and oblique or a number, you will be penalized if you exceed this. For example, if a question specifies an answer using no more than 3 words and the correct answer is black leather coat, will the answer coat of black leather be correct?
No.
No, because you have got only 3 words. So it has to be black leather coat. You have to cut out the of. Now have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes. By the way, 4th of July, what is that? What is the significance? It is US Independence Day. Right? Which year was US, which year did US get independence? Anyone? It is 4th July 1776. So when is the 250th anniversary of US? Is it this year? Yes. The 250th anniversary is in 4th of July 2026. Is that right? Anyway, you can calculate it. Next, in questions where you are expected to complete a gap, you should only transfer the necessary missing word into the answer sheet. For example, to complete in the where the correct answer is morning, the answer in the morning would be incorrect. What happens is many students, what they do, they copy the question and reproduce it in the answer sheet. So is that right? It's not correct. So in the dash, and if the answer is morning, in the answer sheet, you must write only the word morning. Next, all answers required correct spelling. Can you make a spelling mistake in IELTS?
No.
Never. Never. Even small spelling mistakes are, you get, your marks are cut. Both US and UK spellings are acceptable. So we can use both. Sometimes US, sometimes you'll write organization as a ORGANIZATION, and sometimes in some paragraphs you will write ORGANISATION. Is that correct? No.
No.
You have to either choose American or British. Which one should we choose?
Yes.
Which format should we choose?
US.
US? Yeah, who said that? Yes, who said US?
Puneet Pal.
Yeah, you have not changed your name. What's your name?
My name is Puneet Pal Singh.
Okay, Punit. Yeah, please change your name. Do you know how to do it?
Yes.
Yeah, kindly change it because I'm going to take your attendance. So then we wouldn't know that you are there. Okay? So, Punit, do you write color as COLOR? Yes, Punit. In India, in your communication, do you write COLOR or COLOUR?
Sir,
Well,
I don't know.
yes. Well, it is British. In India, in our schools, do not teach American English. They teach British English. And in India also, if you write in school exams American English, then you get it wrong. So in India, we follow British English. So we don't write CENTER, we write CENTRE. We write ORGANISATION. Is that right? We don't write program as PROGRAM. We write PROGRAMME. Isn't it? So we are actually following British format, and that's what you should follow in your IELTS exam. Because British format is more correct. Any questions? So, and you cannot change from British to American. Either choose British, write the whole paper using British format, or you can choose American and write the whole paper as American format. So you cannot mix them. Are you clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
All standard alternatives for numbers, dates, and currencies are acceptable. Well, there are some exceptions. We will see when we do it. All standard abbreviations are acceptable. No. Suppose if you write BHEL, what will they think? They will not think it is Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. They will think it is Bhel Puri. Or they might think it as to be something else. So the British do not know what is BHEL unless you specify. So you must define your acronym once. So the first time you use BHEL, you must define Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. And then next time you can write it as BHEL. Right? What is UNICEF? Anyone? Yes, quick. UNICEF.
Sir, it's United Nations International
Children's Emergency Fund.